Hello, everyone. Thank you for registering for the first ever NSGC Virtual SIG Fair. The purpose of today's video here is to walk you through how to register as an attendee for the fair, walk you through what the actual booths will look like so you can see in real time here the different features here for each booth that you'll be visiting, and then provide you with information here for any additional questions that you might have after today's tutorial. So with that, I'm going to start at the very beginning here and sign up as an attendee. Now this information has also been provided in the email calendar that was sent to you as part of your registration. So my advice to all of you would be to complete this registration prior to joining the fair on Wednesday. So with that, I'll go ahead and sign up. And your username and display name can simply be the same. And then you'll go ahead and type in your password. And then you'll want to click this terms and conditions link here at the bottom and then select sign up. Now you can ignore this page here. This is simply an ad directly from the vendor, and we'll want to go ahead and click this attendee button. Now this will take you here to the start page here for the event, and you'll simply want to select Let's Network. Wonderful. Now you are in the lobby here for the virtual SIG Fair. Now you will notice up at the top there are a couple of different rooms, if you will. We have the lobby, the auditorium, and the networking lounge, as well as other networks. For the purposes of this fair, we will only be using the lobby. We will not be using the auditorium, nor the networking lounge, nor other networks. So please remember to always return to the lobby once you've finished visiting a SIG booth. Now, one thing that I'll mention as well is here in the lobby, you will notice that up at the top of the page, you can only see 12 SIGs displayed at a time. This is a feature here from the vendor, the way that the site was built. We obviously have much more than 12 SIGs. So if at any point you don't see the SIG you're interested in visiting up at the top of the page here, you can always find them by visiting the SIG list here at the bottom of the page. As you can see, all of the SIGs are listed here. Now, if for some reason you do not see this SIG list button at the bottom of your page, I very much recommend heading up to the top of your internet browser and zooming out your page. It could be that you can't see it because your page is more zoomed in than the one I'm using here for today's example. Now, once you are in the lobby here and you're interested in visiting a particular SIG, let's say for today's demonstration, I'm going to visit the cancer SIG. As you can see, I'm now in the cancer SIG's booth. Now, there's quite a few different things you can do once you're in a particular SIG's booth. My recommendation is to begin by selecting this video here that's in the middle of the SIG's page. Please note that some SIGs have a video and some do not. It was really up to the SIG individually here what they wanted to display for their SIG. So some you'll notice a video, some you might notice a logo. Now this video in here, it has no audio. It's simply a rotating slide deck to give you some more information about the SIG that you're interested in. So I'd recommend first thing, entering in the booth, seeing if there's a slide deck and starting that. Now, the other thing that I recommend taking a look at here or downloading as you're in the booth would be any item underneath this featured content section here on the right-hand side. As you can see for today's example in the cancer SIG, they've uploaded patient fact sheets as well as some general information here related to different items pertaining to the SIG. Now, when you click on these links here, it'll take you to a new page where you can actually directly download all of those handouts to your computer. So this way you can get a sense of some resources available to the SIGs, or to you as a SIG member here in 2020. Additionally, up at the top here, you'll notice this announcements feature. Some SIGs have included some announcements here regarding their membership for 2020 or just general announcements they'd like to share with all of you. So you can select that announcements link. This FAQ link, this is not something that we're using here for the purposes of our virtual SIG fair, so there's no content associated with this FAQ. And then this contact us button, this will actually generate an email that goes directly to me, Erica Bruning. And if you have any questions or concerns about the functionality of the virtual fair, or you had just questions for the SIG that you'd like to email them, I'll make sure that that gets forwarded on to the correct person. Now, in terms of actually chatting with a SIG leader here, really the main goal of providing you all the SIG fair in this format is going to be this chat function over here, this easy chat. If you go ahead and select that easy chat, it pulls up the actual chat box. I think a way to think about this would be very like the discussion forums that you see as a part of NSGC, and that it's really just one big thread here for everyone to connect and talk about the SIG that you are visiting. So please note that anything that gets posted here, all attendees will be able to see, regardless of whether or not they're in the booth at that time. So if you post something at 12:05, but someone enters the booth at 1:05, they'll be able to see that information. I like to think about it as a group text that you can't get out of. So please know that anything that gets posted in there will be available for all attendees to see. Now, on the left-hand side here, this other easy chat button, this is actually a video chat feature. This is what the SIG leaders will be using here to really put a face, quite literally, to the SIG that you're visiting. So you may notice as you come in and you open up that feature, you'll see some other SIG leaders who may have their video camera on. Now, we recommend here, due to the volume of registrants that we anticipate for this event, that if you do have questions that you'd like to share with the SIG leaders, please use it here in this chat box feature as opposed to this video feature. It will help keep the event really streamlined, and it will make sure that SIG leaders are able to answer your questions in a timely fashion. So those are all the great things that you can do when you are inside of a SIG booth. So I hope that you'll take advantage of all of these different features as you're going to visit all the different SIGs that you're interested in. Once you're done visiting a particular SIG, you'll just head back to the lobby and visit the next SIG of interest. So that's all there is to it here for joining the virtual SIG fair. Again, we'll run the fair from Wednesday, October 30th from 12 to 1:15 p.m. Central Time. You as an attendee are welcome to join the fair at any time during that hour and 15-minute time slot. You're welcome to join as many different booths as you like. You can return to as many booths as you like. This experience really is for you to make the most of. If you do have any questions or concerns about this process, or having trouble accessing any part of this platform, please do not hesitate to email me, ebruning@nsgc.org, with those questions and concerns. And with that, I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Thank you.